really need to like plan stuff better. Anyways, hopefully I am audible to this be displaced YouTube live stream, everyone. So fuck off. Uh, yeah, well, let's just start here. This world tries to do to you, tries to turn you into a little bitch who's going to look at Brad Pitt in Fight Club and be like, how does he do that? How does he do it? He's so cool. He knows what he's talking about. And he sort of comes from this place where it seems like he's just... He has a mission. He's a character you couldn't change. Couldn't have been anyone else either than a illusion in a man's head, nonetheless. But, yeah, and well, when we idolize people like Brad Pitt, we will take our illusion, what it is that he does, and not be ourself and become our greater self unto by I have raised this camera, I'm leaning over too much, by fucking, well, you know, fucking like just some of the things he says. It's like, you know, I just got like C4, you know, like I know how to make freaking napalm, and well, it's kind of just like, in order to, you just have to know yourself. And the path to knowing oneself is literally an opposition of society, because society is exactly the thing. It's trying to rob everyone of their capabilities of mind. And so, to go along with that bullshit, but, well, let's not stop there, you know, robs our whole lives from us, steals all of our land as the citizens of the country that we have to pay money and owe people for the land to exist on. Fucking, what does it take to, according to the universe, reality, what does it take to have a home? Building one. That's all you gotta do. You just gotta build it. But we have to, you know, get into all of materialistic reductionist education and become a nice button-pushing, you know, get along good enough ass motherfuckers, when, you know, in the process of trying to get along good enough with each other, we are compromising the truth that we hold, the truth that we see. At least the way we do it. It certainly is a way to get along. We're just doing it the fuck wrong as possible. And so really, you won't actually ever have found your greater self unless you find yourself recognizing society is the fucking problem. At least our society. You see, it's all imprinted upon itself. It all holds the same message. We don't see alternatives. we think the way things are currently are the way they only ever could possibly and should ever be. What the fuck is that? I've never seen like that in my entire life. Unless in just some naive forms, not like don't recognize that all of society is somehow problematic in some way at all. You don't recognize anything wrong with this society. Talks all about freedom, but it robs us of very plants we find extraordinarily sacred. And, those of us who take it say, proclaim that it's practically the source of our inability, or of our ability to relate to other people in a way that they don't seem to be able to reciprocate. Being able to be grateful for them, actually manifesting gratefulness, actually manifesting true love, so that you're caring for them, not so that they'll get into your fucking bed, or so that they'll call you a good person later. All these reasons are underneath real purpose. Never think of it as for the reward, ever. If you think of doing something good for the reward, you will suffer. And that's why, foundationally, this society is wrong. And say, because now only anyone does anything for money. So if anyone did anything because it's a good thing to do or a good fucking idea, oh, this world wouldn't be so shitty, would it? Oh, what kind of shit am I talking about? Is the crickets cricket and the fucking bicyclists bicycle? And, some people are at peace currently. They're not at their slave position right now. There's enough people on the planet to not be at their slave positions all at the same time. So there's always people around the planet, whether or not everyone needs up to 50 hours a fucking week. So this goddamn inflation, all these fucking taxes, dude. You people are spending more time than you have in your life being a slave. You see, because you're gonna call it getting paid. You're getting paid high. Alright, so tax the payment, tax the payment, 25% gone or whatever. Tax them in the middle of the year, however much that comes to. Inflation, tax, rent, an unnecessary, should be unnecessary expenses, an expense that shouldn't exist. We're paying that. That goes up for no reason, because, real estate people, they're like, hey, let's all raise the prices. Okay. Let's see. I want to buy me a helicopter someday. You pay me rent $3,000 next month for this shithole. I'm out of here. Yes, I'm homeless again. And you see, we all just keep getting tossed around like fucking worthless fucking cattle by each other. Just because, low on money. Oh, get the fuck out of here. This place is sacred. What's your moneyless ass doing here? You're not worth being around. You don't have money. And so good men will die off the planet. Women will just wonder where we went. See you later. No, you won't even wonder. You'll just be in a world of shitty, evil, demonic people, and you'll never know what could have been. That's why if you're a good person and you're suicidal like me, I'm never going to kill myself, I just want to. If you're a good person and you're suicidal, don't kill yourself. Because in more ways than just a few, you will be failing the world and yourself. And, you know, in all darkness and all hope is lost, there's still so many, like, branches, so many ways out back into light, so many ways that situation can be turned into something beautiful, because we ourselves just fitted with so many things that any single one of them being praised for what they are in the recognition of such a thing would just bring us straight to heaven, because there's like at least the bottom layer of heaven, and it was like, whoa, what the heck, this is crazy. I didn't know things could be like, I didn't know this thing was that important. I'm gonna spark this, getting that like wannabe high vibe off myself. Knowing oneself, man. You start knowing yourself when you start respecting yourself enough to realize how much this world fucks you in the ass. How much it shits all over you, how much it's trying to fucking steal your children from you, to rape and kidnap and pay thousands of dollars in order to get consensual sex. Manipulate poison, just all these things to keep old shitbag pedophiles alive. And why the hell would we support that? We obviously don't directly, intentionally support that, but we incidentally support that. You see, a very important thing everyone needs to keep in mind. Keep your personal life, your personal desires, women, ego, all that bullshit. Keep that out of your music. See, because music is there not to relish you, not for you to be the pinnacle of the song, but for your idea to be the fucking transmission of the song. What are we dancing to? Your fucking ego? Get the fuck out. Get out of my face. So, keep your music and your personal life separate. Step one, society, getting back to some fucking half-decent music and quarter-decent fucking purpose. Because everyone's so goddamn fucking selfish. And we relish each other's selfishness. What the fuck is that? Hey, it's real good at being selfish. Hey, my demons are alert. So yeah, you guys will basically never speak your mind until the day that you quit your job. And that's all just compromisation of self and your psychology on levels you'll probably never understand given the trajectory that you all have. It's just straight back into itself. Wee, 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 wee. Darn it. It didn't work again. What is it gonna take? Oh yeah. Know yourself. Until you finally know yourself, you're gonna be everyone's little bitch. So when you're allowing yourself to be a bitch your whole life by being a slave your whole fucking life, you can be pretty sure you're never gonna know yourself. It's okay, it's the most aggressive dog I've ever seen. Dogs love me. They all love me. That one was just, I don't know. That woman like knew he was like prepped to attack anyone. Anyways, yeah. Until you truly know yourself, you're gonna be hating yourself for people before there's ever any proof that they actually hated you, if there ever even is proof. There is. Just random passerby strangers. You guys are all submitting to them. And you're all letting them steal your power. When what do you know about what they're thinking? Is it your responsibility to know what they're thinking about what you're doing? That's just a desire of your ego. That's just a little ego reflection. Needs some good supportive conclusions to help you keep going, when that's just a bunch of nonsense. If you need that to keep going, you're a little bitch. You don't need supportive evidence to know that you know what is right, what should be spoken, and that you're doing something that is real. You guys got too much self-hate. Too much self-hate. You need some external supporting evidence to tell you to keep going, Anyone needs that after months or years of doing something that they're doing. They need something along the way to be like, hey, this is cool, or something. Not that they need it, per se, but, just different people have their different amounts of self-hate, and then eventually they will need it because they'll become too conflicted by different input, different information. Got all this input coming in from around you. You got to make sure not only do you sift through that bullshit, but that what does get through is only the good stuff. Well, what does get through and stays is only the good stuff. It's only the real stuff. It's like my dictionary is totally different than your guys'. What I just said will turn American women on, because it's just random stupid implications based on the words and fucking nonsense. more items you bring into your life, the more treasures, material treasures that you collect around yourself in your mansion, home thing. The more you sit around inside of a box, the more you download random shit off Google, trying to pretend like you're understanding something about reality, some PhD, whatever the fuck, who sat in a box for longer than you did, gets to talk about on a broad scale of research endpoints. Then you get to go around pretending like you know something, because if anyone asks, I know that specific thing. And just probably just randomly tell people it as part of small talk. Oh, that's interesting. And what do you care about that information? Well, I find it pretty interesting because you see, finding out Google that the moon is also out during the day. Found it like totally, absolutely mind-blowing, mind-boggling to not only have I, such an extraordinary fucking universe, not realized that the moon is out during the day and doesn't just come out at night. After 48 years of living in a box, putting my eyeballs on another box inside of my box, I found so many incredible things. This is funny. I gotta get used to shitting on people in front of people. It's not like that's what I haven't been doing for the last 4 years, but talking to an audience on YouTube is a little bit different. I have a little bit more conviction talking to a phone, and then when people come around, I'm like, you don't have to take this personally, but probably does apply to you. See, because the norm has become so extraordinarily oppressive. We really don't have a chance anymore. Don't want to say it like that. Just removes potential for change. There always is hope. I just keep none for myself. Say in Star Wars, here at the beginning of Star Wars, you'd be like, yeah, we got this. You knew everything that was gonna happen. You started over, you started watching, and be like, if I was in this situation, I could do this. You'd be lying to yourself. No, not because it's impossible that a human can do that. Necessarily, minor details aside. It's not impossible. It's just that we're too afraid. You are too afraid to make those types of bounds that Luke Skywalker made any time he did anything. And I don't mean leaps. I don't mean physical leaps. I mean symbolistic fucking inside leaps. Life leaps. You know, fucking... That's not a good one. It was just shit, you know, like... I suppose it's a good one to bring up because, you know, when he was on Mos Eisley and mission came to him and he was resistant, fucking killed his parents to make him go. And so you see, we all kind of have these different planned destinies based on sort of what happens in our life. And if we kind of take what happens in our life and throw it to the side to be like, nah, I can't believe that, because then the whole world would become my enemy. But then we're just compromising not only our dream of a life, but everything that our life was meant for, and we're just going to be suffering and not knowing why the whole way through. And just be like, ah. At least those of us who have a destiny that's planned for anything at all. And if you're watching this, I imagine you do have a great destiny, because, well, it's sort of weird, but people that come into my life, they either leave with a great destiny or whatever. Or they already had a great destiny. See, it's in all this compromisation that you will sacrifice the important things inside yourself, the things that will attract the woman of your dreams into your fucking life. You will be sacrificing those things to earn the money to be around and try to grab women, because now you're no longer capable of attracting them. You have to try to grab them or fill them up with enough alcohol that they just fall into your fucking lap. Forget to tip their cups over all the way. It absorbs through the skin. Just make sure they drink as much as possible. You see, it's in going along that you lose. Making your own path is how you win. See, because right now, you're like Neo. Neo being trained by Morpheus. Well, actually, Neo right after he saves Morpheus. Let's bring up that moment. And Morpheus is like, there's a difference between knowing the path and walking the path. See, the Oracle wanted Neo to be like, yeah, I know myself. I know the path. But he didn't know the fucking path at all. It was up to reality to manifest for him, imagination-wise. Reality is here to blow your mind. You're not here to blow reality's mind. And there's a difference between knowing the path and walking the path. Because when you're walking it, you will not fall off of it. Once you know the path, shit, fuck, it's hard to explain. It's hard to grasp. Every time, it's like, what? Oh. Shrimp takoyaki. You need to watch Bleach the anime, Dragon Ball Z, rewatch all of Dragon Ball, watch Bleach the anime, and then rewatch the Matrixes, all 3 Matrixes, and then rewatch the Matrixes again, and then rewatch Star Wars, and then watch Bleach again, and then watch the Matrixes again, and then Lord of the Rings. I don't know, just throwing something fun in there. See, because we all want the Shire. That's the Shire. The Shire is a land full of potheads and Irish people. People who share. People who know, let's make life good together. Fuck money. Let's make our life special while no one's telling us what to do, whipping us at the feet in order to get us to convince ourselves that we wouldn't be able to do this. We wouldn't be able to make ourselves a good life unless someone was forcing us to. We wouldn't be able to build something unless someone was forcing us to. We wouldn't be able to make a fucking sandwich for another person unless I was getting paid to do it. I would never take part in constructing a field of organic food unless I was getting paid to do it. I don't need food. I ain't got a butthole. I'm Kim Jong-un. You need that silver lining to pretend like you're able to enjoy yourself now that you've spent the last 2 years being a fucking slave. You need that silver lining. Then I guess you should also starve when you get bored of planting seeds in the ground. Surely, one will be serving the world when they get hungry in a natural world, because hey, let's spread some food around. We are human with human hands, human capabilities. Let's spread some fucking food around. Seed in the ground. Oh, that was so hard. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again for free. Seed in the ground. Oh, I can't do it, man. It's so painful. No one's paying me. Alright, seed number 3 in the ground. 3 fucking plants for food. Some 3 months, 2 months later, someone's gonna walk by and be like, oh my god, thank you, Lord. And that for the next however many years, decades, that plant's gonna come back the next fucking year and provide food again. And it's gonna spread its own seeds. And that's gonna become an overflowing bush of food. we'll just be weed whacking that thing the fuck down, being like, fuck you, we're constructing a $20 million fucking mall right here. Fuck you, plants. Fuck you, animals, ecosystems. Fuck it all. What we got is the best plan possible. We're gonna be selling plastic toys and pretending like life is awesome in this little shit fucking porta john ass fucking little middle of fucking nowhere ass motherfucking place. I got nothing wrong with spicing up life in the middle of nowhere. I would say destruction is a little bit out of hand, as well as, there's just this idea that we have to destroy whole ecosystems in order to set up a society inside. Let's build between the fucking goddamn ecosystem, you bunch of psychopaths. No, we gotta get it done now. We're getting paid. We're getting paid to do this. Haul it out. Get the whole fucking thing flat. I mean, 10 square miles of flat first, and then we will talk real estate. I'm done. I hope you enjoyed your Padawan ass fucking training. You need to spend more time alone. Think things through alone. Stop counseling with your fucking friends who can only at best offer horrible fucking advice. And the best counsel is with Jesus and God. Until you start seeking that, there are going to be answers that you're going to be missing. Directly, just answers. You're just not going to be able to hear even if someone actually spoke it right to you. Until those demons get lifted, you're going to be suffering in that way. And it's going to be extraordinary suffering. And you gotta know yourself, or else you're just gonna be fucking abused your whole fucking life. And knowing oneself is the path to becoming a Jedi. So, peace. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness.